So let me get this straight first. What is this? This is a single covalent bond.
No,
Right.
no, it's just trying to show that they're bonded together. But I don't know. Actually, I don't know what it means. They drew it
Okay.
like this in the exam.
So this is exactly what they give you. Correct.
Yeah.
And then he simply asks you draw the electron map with whatever
Yeah, draw
bond
like
you
the
think exists.
like that one, you know.
Okay, understand. Now we need to make a guess, right? We do need to make a guess what bond because it matters. Now you only have 3 bonds to guess with
It's
anyway, right?
covalent.
Covalent because non-metal. So there will be overlaps, right? There will be overlaps. Now you know that this is group 7 and group 6, right?
Yeah.
And you know there will be another extra electron.
Yeah, so my question is like, do you just leave out or do you just draw or do you draw in?
I will actually look at how I will process this question. Let me tell you first that I am not sure what the answer is, but I am confident I can work it out. Okay, let me just say, so I'm not cheating here. I'm not saying that, John, you don't know the answer. I already know. No, I'm showing you how to work it out. I'm showing you how I will work it out. It is exactly the same as the previous question. Do I know the answer is -1 and +1?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I work
Huh?
it out with you.
No, but like it's confirmed like that what?
No, after I work it out, I didn't know when I see the question. Do you understand me? That means I think through the question and then you can learn from that. It's not that, I have the answer key, it's different, right, John D? If I have the answer key, then I just tell you whatever makes
Yeah,
sense
but
as long.
I think it's like that.
I think it's like, sorry, what do you mean? Sorry, what do you mean?
I think it's like that.
You mean the first question?
No, like I'm pretty sure you draw it like this, right?
Sorry.
Like they're both sharing one.
I mean, likely lah, because that's how to make the CL happy, right? That's how, right? So I'll assume that the cross is CL, okay? Okay, why are you erasing that? Why you don't have to erase that? Why? Return it back. It's fine. Okay, right? So I'm going to assume that the CL is like that. I'm being very careful here because you know what? I just want to be correct. So it's 7, right? 7 CL, right? And then oxygen will have 6, so I don't see you put the 6. So I'll just go to put it from this, right? Like that. Can?
Yeah. So my
Okay.
question is like, cause he has a -1 charge, right? That means it's
So I have 1 extra electron to put with the additional requirement that everybody must be happy. This is like
cause
exactly the
they
okay.
they say in the question that they both have a stable octet
Correct.
octet
So
configuration.
everybody is happy, right? Everybody.
Yeah. So my question is like, do you draw the last one in or
Better?
how?
Better?
You just do that cannot.
Can, but why? Because if I do that, everybody's happy, which is the main requirement for the bond.
I left it out.
That would be wrong, because then obviously, well, first of all, obviously somebody is not happy, called the oxygen, obviously, right? The oxygen is not happy. Secondly, you never address the -1. Turns out that they complement each other. Turns out that if you address the -1, you make the oxygen happy also. Something like that.
Oh.
Okay, the principle must be held that everybody must be happy in a relationship, in a bond, so to speak. That's your guiding principle, and that's enough for it, really. That's what you learn in chemistry and all that. That's really all.
Can no more question.
Okay. Now, last time we talked about how to not self-sabotage, right?
Yeah.
Especially in paper 2, and I make a strong suggestion that you deal with the last question first. That is because you're aiming for A1, or I assume that you're aiming for A1.
Yeah.
Let me just confirm one more time that you are still aiming for A1.
Yeah.
So for A1, I give you a rough idea of what your paper 2 goal must be. Do you still remember?
60, right? 65?
65. No, 65. More is better, but of course you know that. Right? Just aim for 65. Then I propose that you divide them to two sections, right? Section A is 50 over 50. Section B is over 30. So I do make a suggestion based on the difficulty of section A and B. Obviously, one guy is more difficult than the other. So do you still remember your comfortable ratio?
What? What do you mean by comfortable ratio?
I mean that people don't usually aim 30 over 30 for section B, is what I'm trying to say, right? People don't usually do that.
Section B
Correct.
is the open-ended question, correct?
The 10 mark, 10 mark, 10 mark question, correct? The not open-ended. I mean the longer one is actually not always open-ended. So 10 mark, 10 mark, 10 mark. So long. Read.
22 is a safe bet. 22 is
okay,
safe.
let's say 22. Let's say. So it gives you what for section A?
Minus also 42.
Now you look at section A first. Section A, 43 over 50. Does that look reasonably comfortable to aim for?
A bit higher, but
I mean, the option is to increase the section B and therefore to reduce the section A. Does that feel better, if you get what I mean?
I think 25, 30, and 40, 50.
You serious? Wait. Before I'll tell you what that means. If you do 40 over 50 and then 25 over 50, let me tell you.
25, 30 is a bit hard. Yeah.
This is 80% plus. This is 83%.
Yeah,
this is just 80%. You're a bit non-nonsense. You're aiming for higher marks at the harder questions, which is also very prone to changes. They change it all the time. That doesn't make sense at all. Let me state what 65 means. This means 80% plus 1, Do you understand what it means? It means 80% plus 1.
What do you mean?
80% is 64, ma?
Yeah.
So 65 is 80% plus 1. No wonder your section A and section B hovers around 80%. No wonder. It's just that it doesn't make sense for the section B to have a higher percentage than section A lah. Then it just doesn't make sense lah.
I think it's better lah.
Okay, so roughly like that lah. Who complains if you get more lah? Right? Nobody complains, right? But roughly like that. So I'll suggest you do a better job on section A and we train for it, but the training for section B is what we focus on right now. If you consistently get section B around 22 or above, you will actually feel happy actually. To be fair, you will actually feel happy. And then that helps you train, train more for section A, and it's just a general method to being settled, to being happy. Now, let's talk about the timing first, one more time, the timing. So you tell me, paper 2, what is the time? You need to look up in your O-level sheet lah or whatever lah. You need to know the time.
1 hour 45.
Okay.
1 hour 45.
Yep. And it is not a lot of time. Not for 65 marks.
In the
crazy.
mock paper, I had quite a bit as well.
Which is good for you. Good for you. Wait for your mark first. I never say that you do very fast. I say you need to gain the mark fast. 65 marks. If you do it very fast and you gain 50 only.
No, but you have time to check. You can go back and do.
I'm sorry, you're saying?
You have time to check.
You have time to, I know, but the point is the same. Are you getting 65 marks? I mean, in your mock paper, if you're getting 63, I don't have to complain already. You are fast. Okay. It's just that in general, I notice a medium amount of time pressure in chemistry. Compared to AMAT is high pressure in time, very high. Just call it high lah. For you, you're fast. So chemistry, you have a medium pressure for A1. Better to overestimate than underestimate, right? Anyway, my point is this. My point is very simple. My point is this 1 hour 45. How do we divide between section A and section B? That's all I'm saying. Okay, you think for a while. What is your ratio? What is your time division?
I'll just split 1 hour 45.
And
I'll-
45 for
I'll
who?
just- Yeah, that,
45 for who?
like that. Yeah.
Yep. And I will agree with you. You will notice that this is shorter time than this one, meaning 30 to 45 is not as rush as 50 for 60. This is more rush, but it's also easier. This is better, 45 for 30. Then you will not shortchange yourself in reading. So you have more time here because you have to read. That's your commitment. And then you do it first. So you will read. If you do it last, you won't read. Okay. So for section B training only, I will actually ask you to do this most of the time. Just do section B and do it in 45 minutes, including the reading time, to train you to read without feeling being rushed. That will be your first training to get A1 in chemistry, if that makes sense to you. Does it look?
Okay.
Okay, if there is no other thing to do, we will actually do that right now. Not very strictly 45 minutes. We'll just read together first, okay?
Okay.
Now, I've shared with you the OChem drive thingy, right? I have, right?
OChem. We're doing OChem specifically.
Okay. I keep saying the wrong things today. Right?
Oh.
I share with you the chemistry drive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You open you share with me, and then you open a paper. You go to section B, last question. Share screen with me, and then we will read together. Yeah. No time constraint for now.
Have it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do share with me, the screen. Should we avoid 2019? I think they'll be okay. So yeah, no worries. Yeah, that's it.
OChem, okay. I think I can do.
Because in 2020 and 2021, the OChem is not included. COVID years. But we don't have that problem. We don't.
So how? 2019 or 2019?
No problem. 2019, no problem. Okay. Randomly choose one, whatever school, and then let's go to the last part. It is a bit slow, isn't it? Oh dear. Okay. Would you please click to the page because this will take a lot of time. Just go to. Can you click that page? Go to. No. We need to go to, for example, page 100. We cannot click.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, do you have a different PDF reader?
There's a scroll wheel though. 100.
Just scroll down very fast. Just slide it. Slide. Don't scroll. Slide. Don't scroll. Slide. Yeah. Slide. Go to around 100. Slide down. There's a slider on the right. Yeah. Click it. Yeah. Slide. Yeah.
100.
Yeah. Go to page 100. Right. Yeah. Let's stop there. Okay. We're at. Yeah. This is, I think, just a paper 2 lah. So you go to the last question, right? You go to the section B, last question. Yeah, we actually go and read this last time. And look, section B, I know you want to look at question 9. Please don't. Look at question 11. Why? Why look at question 11? Because 11 is the choose one. And you did look at this last time.
Yeah, and I said I'll choose this one.
Okay, so let's go and read question 11, the one that you choose as your reading. You can do it, but I do suggest that you read. I do suggest. Just to confirm that you want this question. Just to confirm that. Do notice that this is a totally new family. Notice that? Yes. You have not seen this family before.
Yeah.
You should be expecting that, right? Hey, you're scrolling too far. What are we doing?
No, because I read, I want to see the other question.
Oh, please do. Yes, please do. You should be comparing at this one. Yes. Even though you choose, you should be comparing. Good. You are not wasting time. Not at all. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I'll do the top.
No
Okay.
problem. Remember, the goal is 22, not 30 marks. Okay, remember that, right?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So
Do you want to do it on paper?
I can now.
Okay. I cannot follow, but it doesn't matter. Okay. We'll check the answer key
Okay.
later.
If not, I'll just do it now. I'll just see what you can see also.
Or maybe I'll put it this way. Sorry. Maybe like this. No, sorry. Stop first. Stop first. Let me screenshot and just go to Jamboard. Okay. Let me just do that. Okay. If you do it in Jamboard, at least I can follow and you can record. Okay.
Okay.
So wait. I have already screenshot until A2. I'm putting it in the Jamboard. Okay. But I need to copy the rest of the question. So would you please show me the question one more time?
I can do it. I can do it.
Okay, okay. Then you just copy and paste lah, right? Copy and paste, and then we can do it.
Wow. Yeah. But I can't do that. You can do it.
Okay, just show it to me. Okay, let's stop there. Okay, let's stop there. Let's stop there. I'll copy. Okay. Now scroll down to show me the full question of D, part D. Yeah, show me. Okay, there you go. Okay, I can copy and then we're done. Okay, you can go and do it now. Right. You can create more spaces for you if you want to.
Okay. Then this is.
Okay, now I'm going to share my screen. Yeah. Instead. Okay, good. Okay, good. Good. Again, we're not timing right now because doing it on paper will be so much faster. So we don't time right now. We don't care. Okay.
Wait, is it right to say? Or is this wrong?
Okay. The C double O bond, you want to use the word bond there. Yes.
But it's referring to the same scene. So is this wrong?
Well, I'll tell you the proper answer lah, right? I'll tell you the proper answer first, then you can judge for yourself. You should be highlighting this, this, and then that.
Yeah, but you can draw like that in exam. I mean in the worded
Like
questions.
this, like this. You should draw this instead. Yes, they all have this.
Oh.
So look at this. I draw this, and I also draw that, and I also draw that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, you may not know what to call this, but that's not very important. The drawing is sufficient lah. Let's just put that way lah. It's called a functional group lah if you want to, or they have all this bond or this functional group. Okay, if you really want to lah. Okay. Okay, so does the reaction map? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you can just go back.
The reaction map don't help out because this is different.
Fair enough. You don't need to refer to it. That's fair. For now, that's fair.
Explain what your audience and the operation.
It is a very standard question. So it depends on what you know about KMNO4 lah. If
But
you
why
don't,
would they be asking about the KMNO4?
oh dear. Okay, so let me tell you, and let me tell you why this is very standard. So it should be not surprising to you. That means you have some skill gap lah, I feel lah. So your answer is already correct. That's nice. And then the reaction goes like this. The MnO4 minus the K doesn't matter, yeah? Okay. The MnO4 minus undergoes a reduction because MnO4 minus oxidizes.
Yeah, so I understand that it changes from purple to colors.
Correct, no? You're not mentioning the color if you already know.
But why would they be asking about this? Because what if I didn't write KMNO4 and I put oxygen?
Oxygen is not an oxidizing agent. Be very clear lah.
Huh? But we learned that oxygen can oxidize alcohol too.
Yeah, no. To be fair, it's not oxygen gas. So when you say oxygen, I take it that you mean oxygen gas O2 lah. O2 is never thought as an oxidizing agent, never. Although it is true that it oxidizes, but never. Never. There's a reason for it. So if you say oxygen oxidizes, meaning O2, it's just wrong. It's just wrong already.
Okay.
So what they tell you is a very incomplete reaction. In the reaction map and in what they tell you, they say oxidation agent looks like that.
Yeah, but my teacher said it's from the oxygen in the air.
It is true that you can do that. It is true that you can do that. It is true. But again, it is a very uncommon oxidizing agent. Partly because it is slow, partly. Now, if you want to write oxygen gas in the air, that is pushing the limit, it is true, then you will still have to explain a related observation for 2 marks. Meaning, I'm trying to say this, if you just mention KMNO4, then it will be easier for you to state the observation. If you don't know the observation for oxygen gas, then you get 1 mark, and even then it's a bit pushing it. Does that make some sense?
Yeah.
I can tell you that based on A-level syllabus, KMNO4 is the correct answer.
Yeah, because that's what we used to.
Correct. Okay, good. So you know the observation and then the formula. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
That's a very fair thing.
Okay, brutal. I need to recall. Yeah.
Sure thing. You can recall.
When you flip it, right, that means like the detail is at the other
end. You don't have to, but it's okay. It's okay. What you're doing is fine. What you're doing is fine. You still have to draw the H hands. Okay, good. So you do have your butyl, you do, right? You do. And your ethanoate is Is okay? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, your ethanoate is okay. Your one of your C is lacking hands.
Yeah. Huh?
Come on, one of your C. Come on,
Oh.
one of your C. Okay, got it. And if with the H's, you are correct. Look. Excellent. Really excellent. Okay, any question?
There's two D, right?
There's two, sorry.
There's still
Oh, there's
D.
still D. Yeah, of course, there's still D. Yeah. Okay, this is polymer, lah, right?
Wait, is it fair to say that terylene is a polymer?
Terylene is a polymer and butyl ethanoate is
The
a
macromolecule.
fair enough. Yeah, you can say that. You know all the fancy words, huh?
Yeah. So this will be accepted, right?
Can I do a better job?
Can you do, or can I do it?
No, can I do a better job?
I don't know.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Seems okay to
I
me.
don't think so. It seems okay to me. It really seems okay to me. I'm thinking how to improve it. It's a bit difficult to improve it.
Yeah. The lithium terylene can also cause environmental problems. I don't know.
For the last mark. And do you care at this point?
No, but I don't really answer. I don't really answer.
No, of course you can answer it later, lah. But I wouldn't care about this in exam because wait, I have to guess for 1 mark. Bye.
Because like you know that you've gotten the rest, right?
Correct. And your goal is 22 marks.
Yeah,
Just
but
to be reminded, right?
I legit don't know. This one am I supposed to know? Is it content knowledge or how?
It is. So now we'll talk about it. But remember, not so that you can answer every question. That was never the goal. Anyway, right? Your goal is 22 out of 30. Clear, yeah? In 45 minutes. Okay, because the question that you choose are comparatively easy, to be fair. Other question will be slightly harder, not a lot harder, but slightly. Okay, so I don't want you to have the idea that I should, gain 10 out of 10 every time. That's unnecessary, please. It's unnecessary.
So what's the answer for the last question?
Okay, so he said that it is strong and durable, so that means it doesn't something easily. What is that something?
Decompose.
Unfortunately, only recently, not recently, kind of recently, a bacteria is found to be able to eat plastic. Now, when I say bacteria eat, that is the prerequisite for decomposition. The verb decomposition is very specific. It is being digested by living organism. So it can be decomposed by fungi, which is a living organism. That means the fungi is digesting the plastic, or bacteria, or whatever is digesting them. Okay, understand? Yeah.
So
Meaning
the downside that is hard
you
to
don't
decompose.
use true. It's hard to decompose. It's also hard to it's hard to decompose. I think that's the better one. So once you say it's hard to decompose, you can already write a nice sentence about it. Look, environmental problem is very clear. Okay. It's hard to decompose, environmental problem. Whatever you want, or it fills the landfill, I don't
Wow, I
know.
legit don't know. I hate these environment questions. Why is long decomposition bad?
Well, think about your own concept lah. Is it hard to answer because you actually want your stuff to not decompose?
No, you want it to decompose.
Like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Because
plastics are used in one use are used a lot in like one-time items like plastic bag. You just use it and throw away.
So
Plastic
you
bottles, yeah.
want
So
it to
you want it to
decompose,
decompose.
but it cannot lah. It cannot decompose
Yeah.
very well lah. So why is that an environmental problem? Like, why do you want it to decompose? Why do you want
Space.
your plastic to decompose? So that it
To save
reduce
space.
Yeah, it reduce space lah. At the very least, you say that lah. At the very least, ma.
But you say, hence taking up
Hence,
a lot
hence,
of space.
yeah, taking out a lot of space.
Less
At the
space.
minimum, that's the minimum thing that you can write down immediately. Right? I will go in more detail, but this is
one mark
for
only.
1 mark lah.
Yeah,
Come
it's 1
on
mark
lah,
only.
like please lah, right? The moment he see it's hard to decompose, then you see some extra stuff. Yeah, give you 1 mark already lah. If it's 2 mark, then I think more lah.
Oh,
Something like that.
like during the mock exam, I forget. And then I did both. I now choose.
Which is you did tell me lah, which is silly, right?
Yeah,
And then I think you told me that you realized the second one is easier, something like that.
Yeah, no, I did both.
Was the second one easier or harder? There's always a 50-50 chance.
The second one is easier because it was about OChem. It was damn easy.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's another, that's just salt on wound, right?
Okay, so what we do the other two?
Yes, because it is not guaranteed to be easy. It is not.
Can you explain? I don't know why my computer don't allow me to copy paste.
I'll help you later, but we should fix it now lah. But then again, just read first, okay? Before we copy paste, let's read the question first. You may have questions to clarify lah.
Oh, question 10, right?
Question 9. And that's up to you. You can do 9 first or 10, whichever you want to. The order is up to you. Right. Okay, let's do 10. So you read first, and then let's clarify whatever you feel uncomfortable with lah.
So this is easy.
It is not very difficult. I mean, if your basics are there lah, it is not true. It is kind of standard.
This is easy.
I don't disagree.
Wait, this one nothing will happen, right?
Let me check. Aqueous ammonium chloride also. Wait. The problem is with aqueous bromine. Oh dear. Let me think for a while.
Wait, something supposed to happen.
Let me think for a while. Something may happen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure right now. Not sure. If you find that this is easy, except this part, we'll discuss this part. If you find that you still want to do this question, you do it right now. If not, switch to the next question and we'll still talk about part B.
Yeah, I suggest instead a method to separate a mixture of
and this is also something in
solid ammonium chloride and solid sodium chloride.
Wow. It's not terribly obvious. It's not terribly obvious at all.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not what? Seriously?
It's a bit hard.
Both are soluble. That's the problem.
Yeah, both are soluble and both are ionically bonded. Right? Wait, ammonium chloride is ionic, right?
Sodium chloride is also ionic. Yeah.
Yeah, so they both have high melting point.
Whoa. So the only difference between them is the NH4 plus and the Na plus lah. Both will be soluble, clear one, is clear. But the NH plus and the Na plus, oh wow, even that is not easy to, even that is not easy to work with.
I don't know. Yeah,
Oh wow, a bit crazy, yeah. Oh wow, that's not easy, isn't it?
Wait, what is you found the answer?
No, I don't check the answer key one. You can if you want to, but I don't.
I can't think of anything. We are giving like 30 more seconds. That's not better.
Safe to say that this is harder than the previous question. Safe to say.
I don't know.
Okay, so the only thing I would suggest at this point is that solid ammonium chloride will be soluble in not organic solvent, but sodium chloride will not lah, because of the presence of the Cl, the H, sorry, because so ammonium chloride is NH3Cl, yeah, NH3Cl, right? No, NH4Cl, NH4Cl. And NH4Cl should be more soluble to organic solvent than the NaCl. The NaCl will have no chance whatsoever to be soluble to organic solvent. At this point, even I am guessing. I'm not the best in chemistry, right? That would be, I think, is the best bet. So we start from there.
Organic solvent, but I don't,
use
I
the
don't know
organic
what's an
solvent.
organic solvent.
And in general, you don't even have to say. Remember that when they mentioned organic solvent first in secondary 3, they don't really bother
They don't
to
say
tell
anything
you
on
what
it.
it is. Correct. But they just say that if you're covalent bond, you are more likely to be dissolved in organic solvent. But if you're ionic, you are more likely to be soluble in water. Agreeably, both are ionic, but there's an NH4 plus lah. NH4 plus does feel like an organic solvent, because what they mean by organic solvent, do you know what it is? It's all the OChem stuff you see. That's what they mean. It's the OChem stuff. Organic chem, you know, OChem is organic chemistry. No, whatever organic means, that's what your organic solvent looks like, no? Something like that.
Okay. Then
so I will use an organic solvent to dissolve the solid ammonium, and the sodium chloride will not be dissolved. At that point, you can separate
the ammonium, right?
Yep. And
The residue
because he
is
wants to separate, then you have to clean both. You have to clean both already.
Yeah.
So you have to find a way to, oh my goodness, you're not taught how to take out the ammonium chloride from the organic solvent. What is going on? Wait, that doesn't make sense. Why would they ask you to do that? You don't know how to do that. Uh-oh. But I have no other answer. So I'm looking forward to looking at the answer key also with you. I have no other answer.
Isn't like the physical trend, you can just see like melting point increase on the Google.
Yeah. So going down means more solid, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Because there's 1 mark lah. That's it lah.
But this one outright nothing will happen.
Let me think carefully. So one more time. Let me think carefully. An aqueous bromine does not mean that it's acidic. Okay. Plus, aqueous ammonium chloride will not be displaced by bromine because chlorine is more reactive than bromine. So we rule out displacement. We rule out acid and base. We rule out what else? That's it. That's it.
Nothing happened.
I think so. And the reason for the outcome is, what should I say? Because I will rule out, I don't know how I'll phrase it, as ruling out certain reactions. That means if nothing happened, that means no reaction is happening.
There's no SAM base.
It's not an SAM-based reaction.
Then chlorine is higher
For
activity, so
displacement or
displaced
redox
by
reaction, it doesn't happen also. Yep. And yeah, and ammonium chloride also, I mean, if you really want to, also don't have a double bond for aqueous bromine to react to. I mean, that's just from OCHEM. No?
Okay.
And I guess that's not more than one, there's more than one reason, but I guess for 2 marks, I'll just whack it that way.
We can try and write it for this question.
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. I'm also looking forward to learn something. You have to go a bit down. But yeah, okay, right. Question 10. Oh,
I see the situation.
The question B, he did deny one reaction lah. So I go and deny more. So I guess that's the logic, right? That's the logic lah. Fine. So for question E, ammonium chloride can sublime. There you go.
Well, how will you know this?
We don't. I don't know. I didn't know that. Now we know. That's it. Now we know. Okay, now we know. And so we learned something, right? So we learned something. Okay, so let's, if you're okay with the question 10, let's work out question 9.
I saw this question, I thought it was going to be hard.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But it's very long. The tradition for question 9, that is a super long question. That's the tradition. So I think it's a good idea to go from 11 to 10. 10 is usually, shorter, not easier, it's just shorter. A bit of a break, and then whack question 9, which is very long.
Oh, this one I don't know. Okay, because they say the complete combustion of octane, right?
Which means that which actually means that the result is something. Complete combustion means there's a certain result to expect. What is it?
CO2
and H2O. I mean, just to be clear, but there is no CO.
Complete combustion means that is there still a hydrocarbon?
Okay, let me put it this way. If it is incomplete combustion, yes, there are unburned octane, but the focus is usually on CO, not CO2, usually.
No, incomplete means the CO, right?
More towards that, instead of the incomplete burning, instead of that. Instead of.
Okay, so, like, can you put inside a jumbo?
Oh, wait, I should. Right, so are you sure you do, because it's better for me to just copy the whole thing, no?
Yeah, okay, sure.
The question is long, The question, no, you open it. Okay, go to 100 some, too much. Yeah, down here. So let me just copy the whole thing, and this is expected. Okay, the reading is long, like that one. No, go up. No, go up.
Oh, you wanna get, but
I mean, if
you wanna get all the reading also.
Okay, you just read from here, okay? You just read from here, later, if you need, because I think you need to. So go down.
Most of this doesn't look very important.
Are you sure or not? Are you sure you won't regret this? Because the answer to your question just now is present in the reading. Look.
But this one is you know beforehand.
Oi, you're not reading the English.
Oh.
I mean that the English is important.
Oh.
What I explained just now is here. And I haven't read it. I just know it. But you're supposed to read this.
Yeah, I read.
Okay, so you can see, right? That's the answer to your question, right?
Mm.
Which if it is there, it's going to be important. So your question is good. The answer is there. Oh, this will be important, man. I didn't summarize the whole pollution chapter to you, but okay, right. Okay, that's nice. Again, better understand everything at this point. Certainly, it will be important.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to copy the, and the chart will be important, definitely one, right? So I'm going to copy the question for you, but don't rush through the reading. Please don't. That's what we allocate time for the reading. Better read.
Okay.
Let me copy the question first. Let me copy the question first. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Okay, the reading, I'll leave it to you. You can always refer. So let me copy. Okay, could you scroll down to B, please? Okay, nice. Okay, then not yet, not yet. Sorry, not yet, not yet. B. Okay, nine. Okay, got it.
Then C and D can say what?
Okay, please wait. Okay, nice. Okay, good.
Wow.
Balancing, let me see. Wait, go to 7. Just to confirm, you did leave the O for the last, right?
Yeah, I do off and last.
Why do you feel the need to put 2 in front of the octane?
Because
Can we
it
just,
doesn't work. Like if I don't do that, it doesn't work.
I agree. It just feels a bit hasty, but I'm glad that you are correct lah. I am glad lah. I am glad. I mean, I agree lah, but it just feels a bit hasty lah. That's fine though. I mean, you end up being correct. So the O2 will be
16, 32, 32 plus 18. 32 plus
16 plus
18
9.
divided by
16
2.
plus 9. 16 plus 9.
25. Is it 25 or 2?
Yeah, 16 plus 9. You are correct lah. That much. Okay. So glad that you kind of work it out. But even if you're wrong, you can simplify anyway. So I take it back. It's okay lah. You can put 2 if you want. That's fine. So it doesn't cost you a lot of time. That's my concern. That's all my concern. Okay, good. Right. Can you do this? Yeah. 3 moles of octane will be 25 and then times 24 dn cube lah. Okay, that's it lah. Okay, then that's it. Times 24 dn cube, right? Okay, and then that's it lah. Yeah, you get your 2 marks, right? Okay, whatever. Okay.
So that combustion is a redox reaction. Or okay.
And oxidation number, right? That's the best way, right? So let me see your oxidation number working. Let me see it.
So O2 changes from 0.
Okay, just do it on top. So for today, just do it on top. Just use a different color and just do it on top, please. Let me see how you do it. Like you already wrote the reaction. Okay, 0. Okay, that's
0.
confirmed. Write all the confirmed stuff. Come on, write all the confirmed stuff. I want to see you do all the confirmed stuff first. Oxygen is confirmed. Okay, then what else is confirmed? There's so many confirmed things. Okay, nice. Then, nice. Okay, good. Okay, then, okay, that's confirmed. Yeah, that's 4, great. And then the H is confirmed. Okay, come on, the H is confirmed, right? Okay, that's 1, right? And then you gotta work out the C8. Okay, it's a bit troublesome there.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, but since H is +1, so 18, right? 18. Then C is 8, so 18 over 8.
18 over 8, but that's a bit weird. Yeah.
Yeah. As weird as it sounds, oxidation number can be not integer. As weird as it sounds. This is something more common in A level lah. It can. Let it not bother you.
Okay,
Just write down just 18 over 8 lo, or I mean simplify means 9 over 4 lah. So 2 over 2.25 lah. Doesn't matter.
2.25, no.
9 over 4 ma.
Oh, you're right.
2.25. Yeah, but the point is that's still oxidation lah. So don't worry about it. Positive, please. Negative. I'm sorry. Negative. Yeah, negative. And
You just say carbon oxidized and oxygen reduced.
Yep. That's it. Okay. Nice. That's how you deal with it.
Yeah. Diesel versus petrol. Forgot, sir.
Oh, sorry. Okay, right. Okay. You can stretch the yeah. This is 3 marks. Really? Wow. Okay.
And that of petrol.
I mean,
But I forgot why. Is it because of service area?
oh, but he doesn't ask you to explain why. What?
No, explain your reasoning.
Oh, goodness me. There is that. That's the 3 marks. Uh, remember when you talk about the weak intermolecular forces back then in Sec 3?
Is it because there's more surface area in contact?
So you have more weak intermolecular forces and they do add up lah, leading to a higher boiling point. No? They do add up. So if you just mention that surface area and weak intermolecular forces, happy no? That should be a good 3 marks.
Adele,
Hey, sorry, you're saying?
it's okay.
Okay. Now I can see. Yeah. Again, in typing, if you don't let go of the text box, I cannot see that. Now I can read. Just like chat lah.
I change it a bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
But now I can see the change again. Good. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Cool. It's a good remark. Okay. So finally, I feel that finally the C and D is the real reading comprehension. The reason why question 9 is very long because it is meant to be a reading comprehension question. But so far, you don't even need the reading part. It's a bit weird. More questions that I know rely on the reading, but question A until B, 8 marks, does not seem to rely too much on the reading. Finally, C and D, the last 2 marks. Okay, that's reading comprehension. It's a bit rare though. It's a bit rare. It feels a bit weird. Oh, goodness me. Even the part D is not reading comprehension. Okay, this question is weird.
Part C is
It's very weird.
Part C just say C lor. No.
Back to the reading part. Back to the reading part first.
Yeah, Part C is the three-way catalyst.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Whoosh. Yeah. Yeah. Agree lah. So I guess for 1 mark, it's kind of easy to say why, right?
Yeah, because lowest amount of pollutants and least hydrocarbons remaining, that means it's more efficient.
Yeah. Blah. Yeah.
So what are different environmental problems in a two-way?
He doesn't mention the cost, right? He doesn't mention the cost. No, he
So
doesn't.
it's environmental issue.
Yeah, he doesn't mention the
Can
cost.
just say CO2 is greenhouse gas.
I'm sorry, you're saying?
CO2 is greenhouse gas.
CO2 is what gas, right?
Greenhouse gas.
CO2 is a greenhouse gas, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean part D, is it? Are you answering part D?
Part D.
Part D. Oh. The answer is no. You cannot say that, but that's because I'm not sure whether you know this or not, but the unburned hydrocarbons, that means if you don't install the catalytic converter, you have more unburned hydrocarbon and less CO2, right? Correct?
Mhm.
That's what it means. But the unburned hydrocarbons can also be greenhouse gases, and some of them are more potent than CO2. So even though CO2 is a greenhouse gas, it's still better than the unburned hydrocarbons, at least some of them.
Oh,
I'm not sure whether you know this or not.
no, then.
Then that's why you cannot simply answer CO2 is a greenhouse gas. Cannot, because the alternative is worse.
Oh no, there's another thing to be analyzed.
Yeah, I don't think the reading will give you anything also. I don't think so actually.
I don't see anything about it also.
Yeah, I don't see it at all. In fact, this reading comprehension question is very weird. I feel that you already get this from the syllabus. So why are they presenting this? It's very weird. This reading question, comprehension question is not so good. We should try again for the next paper. Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't see anything that will help you answer that. Yeah. Okay.
So how? I don't know
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Right. So the issue is sorry. Okay, I'm gonna guess based on my understanding, and but it's also something that you can understand, I think. So they will discuss the environmental problem with batteries because electric car is supposed to be more environmental friendly to the environment, right? Because electric cars.
Yeah.
But there is a problem, or there's a weak point in the battery. That's what you discuss in the battery question, because it's a trend topic, so it's also good for you to know what is the problem with battery from
No,
environmental
but they're
point of
saying
view.
what problem does two-way catalytic converter?
I know. Oh, the two-way. I'm sorry, the two-way. Wait, does that mean that he want you to compare the two-way from the three-way? Wait, is that what
No,
you want?
no, did you see like any addition? Oh, yeah, I show the question.
Wait.
Yeah?
What additional environmental problem would there's a two-way? Oh, this question is so vague. So the general problem with catalytic converter is similar to battery. It requires valuable metals that you must mine. That's what catalytic converters need, right? But
But I think it's the
the
nitrogen
phrasing is
oxide thing.
two-way, I think, versus three-way, right?
Yeah, I think it's the
Two-way
nitrogen
versus
oxide
three-way.
thing.
No. Actually, just go for the greenhouse gas, because the two-way converter will leave more hydrocarbon unburned, right?
No, it's the same.
No, what do you mean? The two-way versus three-way, so you check the graph again.
It's the same, it's the same. No.
Huh?
Oh, you mean here?
I mean the graph. I knew the graph. It's obvious. Oh, yeah, hydrocarbon. Yeah, I mean it's not very different, I guess. It's not, but you you have twice the hydrocarbon compared to the three-way one. We can say.
But you have more than 3 times the carbon monoxide.
And 3 times the amount of carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxide. The carbon monoxide is never an environmental problem. It's
Yeah, but
a poison.
shouldn't you say nitrogen oxide? Because they say what additional environmental problem.
You mean additional, not revealed by the graph? Is that what you're saying? Is
Yeah, I
that how
don't
you
know.
read it?
I don't know, it's very vague.
Yeah, it's very vague. I also don't know. The word additional is very confusing to me. Let me read one more time. Huh?
In exam, I'll put the natural outside thing out, but yeah, I check this here. I'm very confused.
Yeah, it feels very vague, isn't it? Never mind, never mind. Just learn from the answer key for now. Right?
Yeah, it's the natural outside thing.
Acid rain lah. So basically, okay, all right, okay. I mean that makes sense lah. They never say that the reaction has lah. So that's
Oh,
fair, I guess.
I didn't.
It is fair
Are you
lah.
supposed to know this part?
I'm sorry, you're saying?
Are
You're
you supposed to
what?
know this part? The one I highlighting. Can you see?
Actually, I'm not sure whether you should say react with oxygen, but you should say dissolve in rainwater lah.
This one we must know. I didn't know this.
The dissolve in rainwater one is standard what? No?
Oh, I didn't know.
Or is standard because you have to go from nitrogen oxides to acid rain.
Yeah,
You
I
have to
don't.
mention acid rain.
I don't know like all the environmental stuff.
I mean, now you know, and the good news is this will appear in the section A1. If it doesn't appear in section B, it'll appear in section A. They really like to ask this one.
Okay.
Some people, it's a bonus question. I mean, just take it as hassle,
Yeah.
but work it out lah. Just work it out. It's a very standard question. Yeah, very standard.
I go to
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yep.
Okay.
So we do the next paper.
Okay. Yeah, two part. Yeah, after this. So we'll scroll like 40 down lah. So it's go to 160. Okay, like that. Okay, yeah, almost there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, nice. Okay, as per usual, do the last question first and make a choice, right? Okay, read carefully and decide lah. So I know which one to. Okay, let's see what's your decision. It will be, it's always
I'll
interesting.
do the bottom one, but
The reason is because you better read first lah. You still better read first. You have
Yeah,
time
because
to read one.
I don't want to do this one.
You don't want, but just make sure that you want to do the bottom one. Just read first lah.
Yeah, because just now I read already. It's polymerization.
Even the
Yeah,
last one
I will
doesn't
write
seem to be
this.
very. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's very predictable, and I guess I kind of agree with you.
So what
I guess.
polymerization is addition law because they both have double bond. They both have C double bond.
correct, and I don't think there's any other. I mean, depending on the X lah. Depending on the X lah. But I don't think
doesn't
there's
matter
any
what.
other.
It doesn't matter.
If X is a halogen, then I agree it doesn't matter. If X is,
But if X is like OOH,
for example, lah, CH3COOH, for example, then it still doesn't matter because you don't have alcohol. So it
oh
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
because with the other side don't have.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Fair enough. Yep. So yeah, you can explain your reasoning later. Let's just give the structural formula for the repeating unit. So what will you do? It will be nice for you if you can do this.
I can, or can you?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. This is a slightly, it's
This is
different enough
easy.
than just now. Easy, I know, but slightly at least different from just now. Not bad. Okay.
Well, I don't know how to do part two though. When the mixture of sand and polymerizes, the polymer is unlikely to contain
Which is what I mean. It is good for you to know this one also.
I don't
Because
know.
it's logic, you know. I'll give you some hints lah, but after you do this beavers.
Yeah, I need to say something. So it's just I think it's correct.
Just a minute. Just a minute. You are correct. Yeah, that is the repeating unit. Now, part 2 is important, and I will argue it's part of syllabus. If you don't have any idea, can I give you?
I think I know why.
Why?
It's because styrene it can be styrene.
Very good. And butadiene can be butadiene. Yep, correct lah. That is just a matter of how you say it.
So like can I say like as styrene and butadiene both can polymerize by themselves, the order like the pattern may not be regular.
I guess that's the minimum way of saying it, but I like it. For 1 marks, I wouldn't bother too much.
As both styrene and butadiene can
self-polymerize.
Yeah.
That's the key. Yeah. Once you mention that, it's good lah. It's good. For 1 mark, that should be more than enough.
So this should like get me the 1 mark.
I mean, when I see the keyword like self-polymerize, then the phrasing, the last part of the phrasing, it's not the order. I mean,
like the order very layman term.
No, the order is fine. But I'll put it the simplest way I'll say is that styrene does not always polymerize with butadiene, vice versa. Maybe I'll say it that way. That should cover it also. It feels slightly better than your phrasing.
Yeah.
At this point, this is more like how to write. So, of course, it's important, but I'm sure given your speed and time, you'll be able to figure out something good. Right? Yeah. I mean, facing section B like this should already lower your pressure level in exam.
Okay. So butane cracks performability and what other product? Write an equation. H2 law. Okay.
Don't
Okay,
be
what am I
so
saying?
fast. Don't be
H2,
so
right?
fast. Don't be so fast. Cracking, I mean, you know what's cracking, right?
Yeah, I know what's, I think I know what's cracking, but
Right, yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
usually if it is butadiene, then it is yeah,
what's
it
the
is
other one
H2 lah.
now?
It is H2 lah.
This H2.
It is H because buta and buta
Because
ma.
buta and buta the C no more. What?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why it will be a H2 lah. Give a use for the H2 lah in this reaction. So can you do that?
Not electrolysis. Electrolysis.
Electrolysis. Why
Yeah.
would you need hydrogen? Or why do you need hydrogen? in
The
electrolysis?
alkaline fuel cell.
The what? The what?
Alkaline fuel cell.
The alcohol. Oh, the fuel cell. Yeah, it's not electrolysis lah. Yeah, I mean, okay, you can use it for fuel cell. You can use it for manufacturing of methane, right? I forgot the name. You can use it to do hydrogen addition. Yeah, all those stuff lah, right? Okay. Do you think you can do the last one in Jamboard? You will need the reaction lah.
I assume it's not balanced, right?
You do need to balance it. Right? Just go to the Jamboard. Okay. I mean, for 5 marks, it's actually cool. It's actually quite a generous mark. I know, but it's linked to the it's linked to the at least to C1.
Tell me take picture of this, no?
Oh, sure. It's linked to C1, so I argue it's actually 4 marks. For 4 marks, it is slightly generous, meaning it's a good deal. It's a good deal.
I can do one. Okay, so it's C4H 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, just be careful. Just be careful.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I whacked you already. You're already wrong.
I think I whacked me also.
Yeah. Good. Yes, good. Yes, good. And they don't ask you for the requirements for cracking lah. Like the catalyst and everything. So it's even better.
So easy already. It's not very easy.
1 mark.
Okay, so it's 48 plus 10.
But if you don't get all the 3 marks, I whack you.
Why?
Yeah, because you say so easy already.
Yeah, very easy. I'll get all the 3 marks.
Okay, let's see.
You want me to write statement? I'll write statement, but very easy, so I don't write statement.
I'll just ask your mom to whack you.
55 more, that means is
Once you're confident, if you're confident, then you can look at the answer key. But if you're not, let's at least talk about it, okay?
Well, I'm like putting this on my calculator. 48 plus 6. Wait, why do you need the reaction for this?
Yeah, because if you don't balance the reaction, how would you know the...
But you know there's one more of both butane and butadiene, right? You just don't know how much it is.
Oh, your 3 marks is in danger. I cannot tell you more. Oops, maybe I have to ask mommy to pack. But,
I'm correct.
Wait, you're not checking the answer key, right?
No, I'm correct. No, like I know I'm correct. Like I'm that confident, I'm correct.
Wait, 80%. Well, how do you get the 80%? Sorry.
4/5.
Wait, let me think for a while. What did you do again? So because I know mouse
this is what you're supposed to get. This is what you got.
You get MR 58, right? The MR is 58, right? Okay, then 290 divided by 50. Okay, never mind. Okay, I get that first. Then
But then this
2.16
is
divided
the,
by what? The
uh,
MR of,
yeah, 48 plus 6.
okay.
Hey, I'm
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
Wait, no, I'm correct.
No, that's one. What you're doing, what you're doing is what you're supposed to do now. You're supposed to do this anyway. And based on the reaction, you know it's 1-to-1. I mean, to be fair, without the reaction, you cannot be so certain that it's 1-to-1. The 1-to-1 matters what? So you need the reaction. The only way to be sure is to write down the reaction.
Oh, 80% is right.
Because you're supposed to produce 5 to 5 lah. Yeah, lah, correct. It is 80%.
Yeah.
Okay, but the reaction matters. Really, the reaction matters. They can make it slightly harder than this. Okay, for example, they will replace the butadiene with hydrogen. Then you clearly need the 1-to-2. Correct or not?
Yeah, you need the reaction, not you cannot do.
So it's like if because they choose butadiene, they make it slightly easier, I will argue, compared to hydrogen, something like that.
No difference.
Okay, fine, smart guy. But I think you are correct lah. Okay, you like to check the answer key.
Watch out, okay.
I guess we're doing all the right things.
What question? Oh, yeah.
That was the long question, right? The last one. Last one.
Yeah.
Oh, you can use it for, oh, correct. You can use it. Oh, no. Well, rocket fuel, you wouldn't know that. No, you wouldn't know that. Fair. See, there's a fuel cell one, the Haber process, the hydrogenation, rocket fuel.
Oh, I forgot about Haber process.
Okay. Right. So now, let's do the reading comprehension. We are short in time. Let's not do the question 10, even though 10 shouldn't be as easy. It's not guaranteed to be easy, but question 9 is always a reading comprehension question. Let's practice that. It's pollution again. They really like, oh, this one is not as easy. This one appears in the O levels. Yeah. So it's fair.
Main source of air pollution in the country.
Yeah. Read properly, yeah. Especially when they are graphs.
How much was the answer? Just what?
Okay, one more time. The graph is the most important thing, but of course the English helps. You gotta understand the graph. If you don't understand the
You
graph,
see that CO is not dangerous. Right?
CO is, I'm sorry, what?
You see CO is not dangerous. Right?
CO, no, I never say that. I mean that CO is at least, CO
Less
is more of a poison.
less dangerous. Right?
But I mean, it can kill human being, but I mean, only if you're in an enclosed space, though. But why is that important? I'm sorry, why is that important?
I don't know.
Reading comprehension, right? So let's start from A lah. The main source of air pollution in country X, which is here, yeah, right? Source of pollution, source. Okay, reading.
I'll put transportation now, but
The graph is very Misleading. So what should we do? What should we do? Okay, first of all, it's not agriculture, okay? It's not agriculture. Can?
Yeah, no, it's only between buildings and transportation.
Correct. Buildings, I agree. And I guess even industry is not, yeah, so. So transportation, right? Okay.
I will put transportation.
Building and then reason lah. Reason.
It's just the most.
You gotta justify it on the graph. Again, you gotta say something lah. You gotta say something. Yeah, you gotta say something. Even though the graph is difficult to read. That one I agree lah. If you cannot say your answer, at least say your confusion. Then we can discuss your confusion.
Because like when I look at it now, right, they both kind of look the same. If you're just comparing the size, right?
Now the issue is this though. Now let me give you the issue first. Let me give you the issue first. The issue is transportation 100% does not mean it is equal to, for example, a transportation somewhere, right? So it's like the CO 100% doesn't mean that it is equal to the
Yeah, because CO can be more than
CO can be more or less than AOX, PM10, whatever, PM25, SOX, and we have no way to find out. The graph plays it that way, right? Again, misleading lah. Again, misleading. And to be fair, we also do not know how to compare CO with, for example, PM 2.5. We cannot. For example, if CO is more important, or is in worse, CO is worse than PM 2.5, then our answer is clearly transportation, right? But if PM 2.5,
can we just say that is the transportation is the most for three pollutants.
Okay, but the PM10 and PM 2.5 for building, right? But PM 2.5 and PM10 is most for the building sector, right?
Yeah, but building sector only have two that is the highest, but
correct. The rest is
that is
transportation. Right. Even though that's not it's not an ideal argument, but that's all we can do lah.
Yeah, limited information.
That's all we can do. To be fair, that's all we can do.
Wait, so the two mistakes is that because it's in percentage, right? The higher percentage may not necessarily mean a higher mass, a greater volume.
Wait first. Let's just okay. Let me just copy the chart. Let me just copy the chart and the question and just discuss on Jamboard. Okay. No. You gotta show me first. You gotta show me. Okay. First, I'm gonna copy the chart. Okay. This is the last thing we do today, so let's make it good. Okay, let me copy the question also. The question is below. Let me copy the question also.
You can take all five away.
I'm sorry?
You can take all four of each away.
No, never mind. I think that is. The last one also a bit difficult. I think the last one.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay, let me just copy. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I can see click off.
What are you doing?
You know this, right? Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention something. Okay, let me copy the rest. Okay. Okay, okay, thank you. CD. I forgot to mention something. To close the previous paper, to close any paper that you are learning from, you just read the answer key form for the question that you didn't do, in effort to at least learn something from it. So you should maybe next week, yeah, we should go back to the previous paper, go to the question we haven't chose, read it again and read the answer key, and then try to learn something from it. It's gonna be good that way. Understand? Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So but later. So again, back to the Jamboard piece. So we are at Jamboard. So you tell me which one are you looking at? Tell me from the chart. What are you looking at?
For question B.
For question B, B, yeah.
For B, because he say
You're comparing which one with which one.
he say CO and NOx.
Okay, so again, which one are you comparing right now?
These two. Yeah. No.
Okay, let me just confirm. You should have just, okay, you're comparing. Okay, sorry, the student is comparing this and that, right? But then you say, what do you say? You say that, what's the problem?
Because it's in percentage, even though the percentage for CO is higher, it may not mean that it may not necessarily mean a greater volume, as like CO can have a like the 100% of CO is smaller than 100% of NO.
The appropriate way to say is that we do not know. We do not know. We do not know the 100% of CO is what volume compared to the 100% of NR. That's a very convoluted way of saying it. Okay.
Wait, can you help me phrase?
I need to help you first. Yeah, at least on the right track. So I'll say it this way. Fancy words, sorry, I'll use fancy words because fancy words does make it shorter and more concise, right? So the relative percentage of CO may be greater than NOx, right? So you state what the student is seeing first. That's important, right? Okay, that's the easier part. But the absolute volume is unknown. The absolute volume is unknown.
And hence
therefore,
the percentages cannot be used to make an accurate comparison.
You can close it that way. You can close it that way. Hence, we cannot conclude. The way you say and the way we say does explain the mistake of the student. The student tries to conclude, we say don't conclude, something like that.
Yeah, then the second mistake is just that it's not carbon monoxide, it's nitrogen oxide.
Yeah, correct. And sulfur also. SOx also. So also SOx. So again, that's just a revision of your pollutant, which turns out to be a favorite topic, right? Okay, I'm gonna ask you to skip C. Okay, just learn again, right? Same thing, okay.
Apart from the solution sensor, C, describe two methods to. But this is dependent on C.
No, apart. Hello.
Oh, describe two methods to reduce the radiation of air pollutants.
So you gotta explain how to either reduce the
So, but they say in the reading one, you cannot just use the reading one.
No, cannot. No, yeah, cannot. You cannot just use the reading one. You gotta describe how to reduce the PM10, PM2.5, or SOx, or describe another way to remove CO and NO. Either one. I think you have to mention it per sector somewhere.
I don't know. I completely yeah.
I know. This is where you learn. So again, give you some hints. So for the SOx one, are you sure you don't know how the general way of just reducing SOx?
No.
Okay, so you reduce the sulfur content of the things, the petrol you make. Petrol is an example. You
But
add
petrol has no sulfur.
there is. So again, information. So when you you are fractional distillating the crude oil, right, into whatever you want, petrol, jet fuel, whatever. Can turns out that when you take out the crude oil from the ground, there are crude oils which have sulfur content, and I don't mean in the structure. It's not in the structure. It means it's mixed with the. It's a contaminant. It's a
So
contaminant.
it's physically.
Yeah, it's physics. It's just contaminant because you take it from the ground one. And it is true that certain crude oil from certain country has more sulfur content than other country. You don't have to know that. The point is, during the fractional distillation, is a good time to remove the sulfur content.
Oh.
Because it's not easy to remove the sulfur once it's in the petrol, in the car. It's not easy. You reduce it when you fractional distillate. How do you do that? Actually, do you learn how to do that?
No.
Do you learn how to capture the sulfur?
No, you don't.
You don't.
Is
Never mind.
it-
So I'll tell you
is
when
it-
first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, at least that. So by the way, SOX is acidic. So you use that property to capture SOX. You just use something
Oh, react with a base,
alkaline. Yeah. So you install something in the fractional distillation so that it is alkaline and you react with that. The rest of the contaminant is not acidic, it's also not basic. So it's a good way to do it. Okay. So that's one method. That's one method, right? Then you have an option to either talk about how to remove CO and NOx. I don't think there's a easier method than catalytic converter because it is produced in the car. How can you remove it before the car? Did that make sense to you? It is produced in the car. Unlike SOX, you can say it already comes with the package from Kroa. Okay, so learning something. So I won't touch the CO NOx. I won't. I will touch the PM10 and PM2.5. So far so good.
Okay.
So for PM10, PM2.5, I think I have to address it from the building point of view. I don't bother with other sectors. I don't bother with transportation. I probably bother with building and industry the most. You notice that in sulfur, I don't do that because in sulfur, the problem is the source, the crude oil itself. So for the building, PM10 and PM2.5, I will talk about building and industry, and I have to be able to imagine why does building and industry contribute quite a lot for the PM10 and PM2.5? If you don't know that, then we just skip the question. We get 1 mark already, it's okay. Is there any way that we can imagine or know why industry building contribute PM10 and PM2.5? Is there anywhere in the reading? Because it's new, it's not in the syllabus, granted. You're reading the later part, which is not bad at all. So he's already give you a hint. How come building and industry give away PM10 and PM2.5? How come? It's a good hint already.
You smoke.
So small it's the small part of smokes, right? So industry clearly burn things, right? I guess.
Yeah.
So you're trying to reduce the very small smoke particle, right? Very small smoke particle from entering the environment. How are you going to do that? Have you learned that? How are you going to remove smoke?
But what is smoke? I don't know what smoke is.
You may not know smoke, but you know haze. And I mean, Southeast Asia country experience haze a lot. So
Yeah, but I don't know what haze is. Like, can you what is haze?
Remember that during the haze one, they actually have the PM10 and PM2.5 alert level. Remember that?
No.
Okay, the most practical thing I can say right now is that it's probably not gonna repeat itself in O level, so you don't have to worry. Okay, this is just for your information, okay? Less pressure, but learn something, right? Because haze happen. So it's a very small particle of smoke. 10 micrometer and 2.5 micrometer is exceedingly small, correct or not?
Yeah.
How do you remove something exceedingly small? I mean, in some sense, chemistry is well suited for it because chemistry talks about the smallest of things. A molecule is even smaller than, PM10 and PM2.5. To be fair, CO, NOx, and SOx, all those molecules are smaller than PM2.5.
Well, you have to use something.
But you cannot react because very likely what is remaining from the smoke is something that's already burned. Something that's already burned is very difficult to react with anything else. So what I'm trying to say is, if we cannot use chemical, if we cannot find any chemical way, we might have to use a physical way, we may, which is very weird because this is a chemistry paper. I apologize for that. Okay, I'm going to use a physical method first. Okay, so in the industry sector, you will have chimneys, right? You have chimneys, whatever process that you burn, whatever, it will go through the chimney to be released into the air. So in the chimney, you will install some sort of a electrostatic device. You will ionize, you will put charge into the small PM10 and PM2.5. Let's say you put a negative charge, and then along the chimney, you will put positive charge attractor. So then it will be attracted to those.
This is physics.
This is physics. That's why I say I apologize first. Because the PM10 and PM2.5, if you try to handle it after it is made, it is not by chemical reaction, it's going by physical means, right? Okay. So if you want to do it the chemical way, then you may have to do it maybe during the reaction, but you have no way to find out that. You have no way to know that. Oh dear. I apologize. I can only give you a physics answer. Okay. Okay. Shall we try part E and then look at the answer key? Come. Time is.
Where's a possible chemical in P10?
PM10 is just the size, right? It's just a size, 10 micrometer. It's not a size of a molecule. A molecule is much smaller than this. So whatever chemical he means by PM10,
Just carbon or I don't know.
I guess so, because forest fire.
Yeah.
So either that or unburned. I mean, unburned hydrocarbon can mean carbon, basically. Right? Explain why this chemical is present in the haze. It is. So your solace is, I don't think they'll ask this again. That's your solace. Okay, what? Learn this as for your own education, right? Not for exam.
Yeah, but I don't know. Because I don't know what it is.
I know, but he at least tell you there is a forest fire, and you're already guessing that maybe it's bits of carbon. Okay, that's a reasonable guess. So why would haze from forest fire contain
it's just
carbon?
After a fire.
After a fire, you have carbons flying around. Really, man? Are you sure?
No.
I mean, by right, combustion, burning is combustion. By right, combustion actually leaves you with no carbon. That's the ideal reaction that you learn. Of course, nothing in life is ideal. How come you're burning the fire, right? You're burning the forest, and then you get a lot of carbon flying around. Aren't the reaction carbon something with oxygen become CO2 and H2O? How come we're still getting carbon?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah, it might be some, it might be some alternate, it might some examples of, incomplete combustion.
But incomplete, then it becomes CO, not C.
No, the more incomplete it is, the more C you have. Or something like that, no? Which is in a forest fire, to be fair, you have a lot of trees and not a lot of oxygen. The tree is rather dense, huh?
That's true.
So I hope it makes some sense. Something like that. Okay. Right. Now, shall we learn something from the answer? And then let's close it for today.
Yeah, right. It's humble carbon.
Vehicle or ships? Yeah. So the sulfur emission industry, flue gas desulfurization, those things are in the syllabus. So you learn that. Okay.
But I haven't learned yet.
You haven't learned pollution chapter? Cannot be. No
What
way.
is this? I have not, I don't remember anything about desulfurization.
That's so weird. You are supposed to know this. This is definitely part of the syllabus. So let's
Yeah, but I
revise.
definitely never see before.
Let's revise the pollution chapter again because I am very sure they like those chapters. Let's revise it next time, okay? Easier that way. Yeah. So we just know everything you need to know, okay? Okay.
Yeah, this is what you say, right? No sulfur before. Okay.
I'm more curious about the A1. A1 transportation alone, no marks. Huh. Okay, I don't get the part A1. I'm very confused. Why would they be very specific? The reading do tell you about vehicles and ships. Weird, huh? I'm a bit confused, right?
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to say shit. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm a bit confused. A bit confused. On that one, I'm a bit confused. Okay, still that I think we still learn something from section B, right? First of all, I hope that your pressure goes down a little bit and you are more, you give more time to do them. We also figure out your weak point, which is all this good stuff, all good stuff. Now you say that last time, if your pressure goes down, you perform less. If your pressure goes up, you perform better. Are you sure that's true for chemistry section B?
Maybe not so.
Okay. Maybe for section B, we go for the strategy of not so high of a pressure. Okay, maybe.
Okay,
yeah. So we'll continue to do that, but next Monday, we'll talk about the pollution chapter one more time. Okay?
What? Collision chapter?
Pollution chapter. Pollution chapter.
Okay.
Good job for today. You did. Hope you're happy.